guys, and welcome to Project TJ. Now we've got the standard issue oil leaks that we all get on those things. The first one we're going to tackle today is the rocker cover gasket. So it's just pulling the rocker cover off, putting a new gasket on. I've got a Felpro gasket, which is a fairly high quality gasket. But first, we'll go and wash the engine so it's not grotty. So with this today, we need to get rid of some ancillaries, the air cleaner tube, there's an electrical connector on that, so be careful. PCV valve, when we take the hose off, generally they get a bit brittle, so it's a good idea to heat up the hose before you try to take it off, and or get a new PCV valve before you even start. Apart from that, it's just getting stuff out of the way, undoing the bolts. There's a bolt at the back of the rocker cover that's a pain to get to. I'd probably get that one done first. You will probably need a socket with an extension and a swivel on. But apart from that, it's pretty simple. So just moving stuff out of the way. Different year models will have different stuff. So it's the air cleaner tube. I think on mine there's a bracket for one of the air conditioning hoses, and that's about it. So let's get into this. Now this is easier to show you on the bench than on the vehicle. At the back of the rocker cover, this wiring bridge sits there, and I've seen lots of posts about people not being able to get this out. The far right hand side, rear of the rocker cover, the last bolt is the heater hose carrier, and that bolts down with I think it's a 10 or 11 mil nut. You have to undo that nut, take that off, and then that releases the bottom of this carrier. Both of these mounts here, you can spread them apart. I spread one apart and got it off. This one here snapped off, but you should be able to spread the insides apart and bring it up. The top of this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 clips where it clips onto the base of this bridge. You take that off. There's a wiring loom. You have to snip off this cable tie and re-cable tie it once it's finished. And then you should be able to lift the wiring loom up and take this out from underneath, and that will give you access to the back of the rocker cover. So yeah, that is a real pain. That's probably taken me 20 minutes to get off by itself. So we finally got this rocker cover off, and as I said, this bolt here at the back left was an absolute pain to get out because you can't see it and you've got to work by feel, and you need the flexible head on the socket. When we're not just replacing the gasket on this, in the kit, the Felpro kit, you also get these rubber washers that go over a collar, and you just pull them out, separate them as such. You can probably see that if I turn the autofocus on, you can probably see that this one here, focus, is quite worn, whereas focus, the new ones, even though they've got a bit of a slot in them, aren't. And once you clean up the collar, which you need to do, the collar just pushes onto the rubber gasket, and then these just go back into their holes once you've cleaned them. And they're a push fit into there, and just work your way around the rocker cover. So now we just need to pull off the old gasket, which, being an 06, the earlier models had the more traditional soft gaskets, whereas these have got a steel ones. Okay, as we're taking this off, we note that the bolt holes are on this side. So we'll just put that aside, and we'll just clean up the surface with a rag. Just make sure you get all the muck off it. Don't use a screwdriver or anything on it, because you'll score the head, and you don't want that. And make sure you don't drop anything. That could be worse. Ugh. Okay, when we're putting this gasket back, there's a slotted hole at the back, and there's the non-slotted hole at the front. Slip those over the studs. Well guys, she's all back together again. The top half of the engine is now leak free, and that's awesome. I'm really happy with the fact that that's worked out well. Did take a little bit longer than what I was expecting, but hey, these things happen. The main reason I want to get that done today though is that next episode we're installing an S-Pod unit. Now they mount to the firewall, hang over the rocker cover slightly, and they're just an awesome piece of kit. Can't wait to have it on Project TJ. It'll just make expanding things so much simpler. So yeah, look forward to that next episode. So apart from that, we've got some new merchandise that's just dropped. I'll link down below if you'd like to support the channel. It would be much appreciated. Really chuffed with all the comments I get. I try and answer each one personally. Really happy with where the channel's going. I have had a little bit of a break. I did go on holidays. Sometimes life gets in the way, but we're back now. We're into this, and I'll churn out another video this week sometime. So thanks for watching guys. I hope you got something out of that and enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time on Project TJ. Bye now.